Good evening, Spiritual Collective. So tonight is going to be a little different, and I wanted to discuss something that might be a little difficult to get out, um, but I do want to talk about this. I do feel it's very important as I have some more clarity on the situation. This may not resonate with most of you right now, or it may resonate with a couple of you. In the future, it may resonate with more viewers as more people find messages that are geared towards them. This one is going to be centered around energetic attack in the moment, how it feels, and it's mostly geared towards energetic attack of gang stalking. So basically, when people want to siphon from you in person, they do these methods that they have. And if you've experienced this form of harassment, you will know exactly what I'm talking about. This is something that happens multiple times. It will be repetitive. It will be annoying. It will push your boundaries, and it's a way to form an emotional cord with you. And so sometimes it feels like you need to react, and sometimes, like most of the times, if you've been through this enough, you don't react anymore. But every now and then you may feel the need to warn them, to let them know that you know, and that there will be repercussions. But even this is too much. Just let the repercussions that they have coming to them happen, because they will happen. But letting them know in any subtle way that you know, and that they'll, like eye contact, or like looks, or like any kind of like, they thrive off this. And basically what it does is it strengthens a cord, and it allows them to get their hooks into you. Once you acknowledge that, they get their hooks into you, and then they feed. What this feels like, I've had this happen a couple of times to me, and a recent one, and I thought I'd discuss it because a lot of people may wonder what's going on, of what it feels like. Again, this may be different for different people, because we all are different people, right? So we have different temperaments, different life experiences, so we may feel it a little differently, but it has this feeling to it. So what it is it is a sudden fluctuation of your energy. You will feel it. It may feel like nervous energy, or an aggressive, like a weird kind of like up down kind of You may feel it in the heart chakra, you may feel it in the head space, you may feel it around. It may feel like a little bit of anxiety around you for a little while. This is why we don't interact with these people. They want this so badly. And this is why they want it badly, is that's how they get their hooks into you. So even if you feel like you're like, I can't let this slide, I gotta let them know that they're gonna get theirs, don't do it. They will get theirs. You have every right to do what you do when you have the time to, you know, give them what they deserve. This is not the Love and Light channel, okay? This isn't like, your enemies are being mean to you, so you hug them and tell them you love them channel. This isn't that, okay? I'm not gonna be me. I'm not here all day being like the dark and evil mean channel either. That's not me either. I'm not gonna go around spreading bad stuff just for kicks. Like some people do that. It's not me. That's not this channel. This channel is very centered. It's very it's very in the middle, I would say, for the most part. Like, we're not gonna cuddle people who attack us. That's not happening. Okay? So basically, when you get home and you have the time, or wherever else you can, to do what you need to do, then you do it to get whatever you need to do get done. Okay? And just because you don't know this person, a lot of these people are strangers. If this is happening to you, these are complete strangers. And some people say, oh, it's demonic attacks. And I do believe that it is some sort of entity. There may be some, because there's a misconception about demons of them all being like super evil and them all trying to be out to get you. And if you've if you're in the occult, world, that's not really always the case. You can work with them to heal, to bring about self-growth. Again, some of these demons were borrowed gods that were demonized. Anyways, that's another video, but you know what I'm talking about, so I'm not going to get totally into that. But there is some kind of energetic, there is something behind this. There is some kind of spiritual entity behind it. It's something that feeds off of that, feeds off of the energy, because there is a fluctuation. There was a fluctuation. You have like your strong energy, you're strong, then all of a sudden someone does something really rude or does something that, and then you're like, and then, yeah, it will, I felt it. You will feel this fluctuation, this wave of energy, that your energy will move. It feels different. So if you're feeling this when these things are happening, that's the energetic attack. That's the things they're throwing at you, and they're sending at you with that snap or that clap or that whistle or whatever they're doing to you. Whatever kind of thing that they're doing, and if you're going through this, you know what it is. No one goes around and just claps at people for no reason. No one goes around and just snaps at someone for no reason. Okay? That is an attack on you. That is attack on your energy, and it should not be taken lightly. But do not react in the moment, because that is giving them the connection that they need to take that energy, or to move your energy, to change your energy. Okay? Not to say that you can't alchemize this later, but I feel like you can possibly just forgo the person-to-person exchange that you're having with that by ignoring it. Well, you don't ignore it, but pretty sure you see it and know it, but you don't give them the energetic connection that they need to alter your energy. Okay? So, what you do by not engaging with them, or not like letting them know that is you starve them. Because sometimes you feel like you gotta like defend yourself in some way. Don't worry, you can defend yourself. Oh yeah. You can defend yourself really, really good when you're not like in the vicinity. You feel like, oh well, they're taking from me, I should take from them. Not really take from them, but you defend yourself in some way. Trust me, if you're going through this, you're a strong person. You have to be. You have to be. There is no way you can go through this and not be a strong person. If you've been going through it for years, you're a strong, strong person. And I know that it kills them when you don't give them the attention that they want, and it's negative. They're trying to bait you. They really want that attention. Well, they can get some attention. They're not gonna like it though. I can tell you that I have seen people get real messed up playing this game. The ones that are instigating, I've seen them get real messed up. And I've seen things happen in my dream, be like, I wonder what was that? And later found out there was some people who got hurt, and I saw that. You'll see it. You'll see these people get theirs. Don't mess around with things like, yeah, you really shouldn't be doing. You really shouldn't be going after people's energy and feeding off of it. Again, these may be entities that are latching on to these people because they are open to whatever entity this is. They may be soulless individuals. They may be very programmable. They may be very there are categories, and I'm not going to get into it on this video, but there are different types of people that you encounter, different types of soul, or different types of spiritual ranking and whatever. Some are more susceptible than others, and some are constantly fed off by the lowers because they are more in tune, they are more connected. So that is a thing too. This video is pretty broad, I understand that. But I just wanted to let you know that I don't believe that it's worth it. I think there's this thing where you feel like, oh, well, they'll get theirs faster if they know that I'm sending, like, they're going to get theirs. Just do it. Just do your own thing and know that they're going to get theirs. And do your magic, do your spells, do your protections. And it's just a matter of time before these people are hurting. You know, they didn't think twice before they went after you and violated your boundaries and tried to get into your head to ruin your life, to feed off your energy, to make you feel less than, to make you feel lower, when they're the lower, bottom-feeding scum that this earth should be rid of. And no, I don't say that lightly. And no, I'm not saying that anyone should do anything. I'm not saying that anyone should take any crazy actions or anything. What I'm saying is these people are lower than low, and they will get theirs. And you may even see it. And it's really sad, you know, that they have to go in groups and, you know, attack you in numbers because they're that weak. They are that weak. They are. And you're strong, and that's why you have to put up with constant attacks, because of your strength. But it only builds your strength. The longer that you endure this, and the longer that you build up your power, despite it, the longer that you don't cave in, the longer that you don't react in any violent or crazy looking way to where they demonize you, the better you are. But it exposes people. Like, a lot of these people, they are strangers, but a lot of them may be people you work with, maybe people you know. It exposes them. You know, it exposes this deep, corrupted level of how truly low people can get. But yeah, the wave of energy that moves, it'll fluctuate. It can be around the heart center. Again, it might be a solar plexus chakra. It could be any of them. But you will feel the movement, the wave of anxiety for a moment, of some kind of impending something. And they really love to see you in pain. These people feed off of your pain. They feed off of your energy. They want to take what's yours away from you. And that is a crime. That is a spiritual crime. And you have every right to defend yourself. But don't do it in the moment because you don't want those psychic cords. They really don't want none. They don't want to fuck around and find out, because when they find out, it might be pretty bad for them. I've seen really bad things happen to people who engage in this kind of behavior. Really bad things. So just know that if you're going through this, you're not alone. You're not alone. You are a strong person. Keep going and never give them what they want. The best thing that you can do is become stronger and become better in front of their fucking face. Make them suffer. Make them watch you glow and win and be better than they could ever be, because they are bottom feeding scum. They are shit of the earth. They are nothing. They are less than. They are bottom feeders. They feed off of you because they are shit. Like I said, this isn't the hug your enemy channel. Okay? Now, it's okay to express yourself and to feel your anger. It is okay. That makes you strong too. Just know that reacting in the moment, letting them know that you know, is not really going to change anything. It's only going to take from you, I feel. Now, I could get more clarity on this in the future, but I think that they're going to get theirs. I feel like as long as you know, as long as you know, and you do what you do, you don't need to make a show of it, because they're going to feel it. Now, of course, maybe that energetic cord that happens to you in that moment, and you have, maybe that makes it worse for them when it comes, because they're attached to you. And so I mean, again, I don't know. Like I may have a change of, like, I don't know. I'm still going through this, so again, who knows? But I do know that right now, if you don't want to feel that, if you don't want to feel the wave of energy, nervous energy, or the fluctuation of the actual sinking of your energy, or their energy will move, and you know, you don't want to feel that, don't engage. Don't engage. It's not worth it if you don't want to feel that. Again, there's still a lot, because again, a lot of these people are going to be strangers to you, so you don't see what happens to them. You don't know. But the ones that you encounter every day that are brave enough to do this to you every day, you will probably see them hurt in some way down the future. Something will happen to them, or they will be removed from your life, and then who knows what happens to them after that. Trying to make someone go crazy is disgusting, especially when they have done nothing to you. They have done, you know, what have we done to deserve this, right? Is what many people ask themselves. The best thing that you can do is just move forward, do your magic, do your protections, amp up your stuff, your protections and your defenses and your offense, whatever you do, amp it up and just keep moving. And just know that you must be powerful. You must be special. You must be some kind of chosen one if this is the rate that they're coming at you. And the level of slander that you hear, that you've gone through in the past, you've probably been vilified and slandered and lied about. That's probably happened. But you know what? You're stronger than them. And if you just keep going, keep pushing through, you'll be fine. There's probably going to be more videos about it. If you have any questions, if this video resonates and you have any questions about the actual feeling, I'm going to try to maybe do a better job at describing it. But it's hard. I know that often it's in the chest and it'll be like this really intense nervous feeling and a dropping, like and a wave of nervous energy. And anxious energy. hmm That's what happens because that's you're getting fed or you're getting something's latching into you. It's a serious topic, and I know I might upset people with my less than kind words. Spirituality takes many forms, and the always super passive love and light stuff doesn't always fly. Okay? And not owning how you feel when people constantly violate you on a daily basis is not good for your soul or your spirit either. So if people want to unsubscribe or they get upset, that's fine. There's others that need to hear this message, and it's important that they know that they're not alone and that this feeling is what it is. You may already know, you may already be a spiritual person, so you know what that is, but let me know if you've ever had this situation happen and if you've had this feeling. Again, this may be a very rare section of viewers, especially at this point in this channel's history with very few subscribers. However, if it resonates, it does. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments. I'll probably get around to that. It's important that there's a community around healing this kind of abuse and this kind of torturous harassment, and knowing that you're not alone. That's another reason. There's many things that this channel is healing, and this is one of them. So, again, sorry for the rather heavy topic. But until next time, just stay strong, stay focused, and don't give them what they want. Make